So we've managed to catch up with the EvolutionOz.net Evo Nats, proudly presented by Motorsport Tyres Victoria. Ross Street. Ross, you must be very happy with the way things are going so far.
Yeah, I'm really stoked, mate. A lot of hard work coming this far, and we've had a great event thus far. Hopefully the day continues. We've got the weather here with us today, and some really quick cars like the one behind us here. So hopefully we have a good, some really quick times today.
Yeah, so yesterday it was, I guess, more of a practice run, a bit of a shakedown for some of the guys who were here for the weekend. Winton Motor Raceway certainly put it on yesterday, but today it's a serious end of the gig, and we're going to see some serious times this afternoon.
Yeah, definitely. Some of the guys yesterday, although we had time sessions yesterday, a lot of the guys were using it to just get the feel for the track, get everything, nailed down. They've gone home last night, had a bit of a think about it, made some changes this morning, so we're going to see some really fast times today by these cars. Yep, so it's going to be awesome.
And you, of course, are running the Mitsubishi Evo 8 of your old man, John Street. Just how do you find the time to run an event as big as this and get the time to run the car as well?
I don't know. With great thanks to my lovely wife, I suppose, being able to do all the organising, everything like that. But certainly it's a massive task and it takes a lot of time. And I couldn't do it without the help of a few guys. George Wen, who runs this car here, has been a great help within the Rev Zone car, who are also a sponsor of the series as well. So while I did a lot of work myself, without guys like those, I wouldn't be able to do it at all.
All right, well, we better let you get back to work, mate. Good luck and enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Great, thank you.
Ross Street, organiser of the EvolutionOz.net Evo Nats. Down here now with Russell Palmer, one of the EvolutionOz Nats' biggest sponsors. And Russell, you've got Motorsport Tyres Victoria, and of course you're the state distributor for the Hankook tyres. And great to see you get behind this event. You must be enjoying your 3 days.
Yes, well, that's correct. Yes, we are enjoying it. Yesterday supported a lot of competitors with the tyres that they've purchased from us, and yeah, and talking to the competitors about improvement with the tyres and pressures and temps and so on, and it's great. It's great to be involved with it, and yeah, I've been in motorsport for many years, and yeah, so I'm quite enjoying it.
So, of course, you're the big sponsor for 2014. How did it all come about?
Well, Hankook, my main tyre, suggested that I get involved with the Evo Nats. That they've looked at it in the past, and as my company is new here in Victoria and with Hankook, I suggested the opportunity would be good to actually get my brand name there, the company brand name, and along with the Hankook tyres, to get those out onto the competitors' cars as well. So yeah, I thought of the opportunity, and I thought, well, yeah, great, a new company. You've got to be seen to be, you've got to be out there to be seen, and that's one of the best ways to do it.
All right, well, everyone from EvolutionOz, we all appreciate your support, and thanks for coming along and giving this a go.
Oh, you're welcome, and if you ever come down to Victoria again, I'd love to be a sponsor again.
Yeah, don't forget, guys, of course, you always make sure that you support the people who support motorsport. So check out Motorsport Tyres Victoria and get yourself a new set of grip. So I'm here now with well-known driver instructor John Boston from trackschool.com.au. EvolutionOz.net have brought you down here to do the driver training this weekend. How are you finding it?
Loving it, mate. Ross Street, who's helped organise the event, touched base with me months ago and asked if I could come along. And look, I've known so many of the boys and girls that are involved in Evo Oz for many years, and helped them at various tracks. A lot of them have come down to track school. So if you get it, turn in a little bit early and let it run out, it'll open up the first section, but getting out wider will then open up this section as well. Okay. So it's nearly like a double apex corner, that one. And I've driven Evos over the years in some smaller time attack events, and looking forward to getting back in one for World Time Attack. But I've jumped in the passenger seat and I've just finished driving a couple of cars. So from an early model Evo to Pete Howard's later model Evo. So I love it. You know, it's obviously it's my domain. I love doing what I do and I love helping people.
Yeah, of course. We've had a couple of customers here from trackschool.com.au. Just tell us a little bit about Track School and what it provides.
So for people that don't know, I've been in the business as a full-time driver trainer for the last 17 years, and I started Track School back in 2011, and it really was because of Oran Park's closure. I was based out there for 13 years as Ian Luff's head instructor, and then I thought, you know, we need to do some form of driver education, driver training, and Wakefield stuck their hand up, and I just went down there with a concept about driver training and running regular days and doing one-on-one tuition, and so then all that's happened, Track School has evolved over those few years as well, from being just having a track day once a month and, you know, running 12 days a year, now running to, you know, 60 to 80 days a year at Wakefield Park. So if people don't have a car, I've got a number of cars which they can use. I've got a couple MX-5s, little Honda Integra Type R. I've got a V8 Ute from the Ute series and a 180SX. And so we do a lot of little corporate days as well. So, you know, pretty much I want to have a menu board that has anything and everything. And if people can't see anything on the menu board, I'll customise it to suit.
Okay, so you've gone with a few customers, a few competitors here this weekend. What do you think? Do you think we've got a few world champions among us Evo Oz guys?
Oh, look, there's no doubt there's a lot of good steerers here. And so some of the boys have only recently done New South Wales Time Attack, which was a couple of months ago at Wakefield. So Stevie Thompson and Kingy. So they were very close and very competitive at the event. And actually, I think Kingy got second in Club Sprint. He's got a different car here today. So I actually went out in Peter Howard's car and Steve Thompson and I were sort of having a little bit of a battle, and he allowed me to jump in front so to show him some lines, which is good. It's a smart thing to do, so especially people that haven't been here before. So there's no doubt there's a lot of decent steerers. Lachlan Granger, like he's done a 60.6 I think at Wakefield Park, so there's no doubt he'll be one of the front runners here, and wouldn't surprise me if he certainly got into the high 20s.
Okay, thanks a lot for your time, John, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Cheers, thanks Terry.
So we're here with another one of the competitors that has just been coached out there on the circuit by, of course, Track School owner John Boston. I'm here with Bruce McLennan. Bruce, how are you?
Good, thanks. Yes, had a terrific time out with John.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about it. You know, what were some of the tips he gave you? Have you learnt much from your session with John?
Yeah, I'm a fairly mature boy racer, so like a lot of guys, get out here, think you've got a fast car, you can put it all together, but there's a real science behind it. So John gave me some very practical suggestions about late braking, getting the car sorted before every corner, the art of the discipline of making a fast car. So it's not just about pure horsepower, you've got to learn the science of, so that was very helpful.
You're of course driving the Tommy Mackinnon Evo 6. Tell us a little bit about the car, what sort of mods have you done to it, and what's the future for the vehicle?
Braking, turn your head, accuracy, look through the corner, look through the corner, look through the corner. Just a little too much speed.
Yeah, it's a grey import. So we've done coilovers, DBA 5000s on the front, top air cams, Kelford cams, 264, intake, 24-pounder boost, a professional custom tune, 3-inch exhaust, coilovers, racing rubber. Yeah, so it's quite a reasonable package. The car's putting out some incredible torque, around about 600 newton meters of torque on a dyno. So it's fairly modest power, but great torque, great for out of corners.
Okay, well, good luck for the rest of the weekend, Bruce.
Cheers, thanks very much.
Well, there you have it, another happy customer for trackschool.com.au. So here we are, we've caught up with the driver of car number 8, the Mitsubishi Evo 6, arguably one of the best sounding Evos here this weekend, and the pilot of this machine, Phil Heafy. How you going, mate?
Mate, fantastically.
And how's your weekend going? You enjoying the EvolutionOz.net Evo Nationals?
Absolutely. I mean, I've had the track to myself twice, yesterday and today, out there hooning it, having fun, no coppers in sight.
And that's exactly what it's all about, keeping it to the track where it's nice and safe, and we encourage a lot of other people to do that too who want to get involved in motorsport. Now, there's a good flock of spectators here this weekend as well, and they all say that your car sounds the best. What do you think about that?
Well, I'm not going to argue, it probably does. I think there's a couple of factors in that, the turbo, the exhaust we're running, and the Hollinger sequential gearbox.
Tell us a little bit more about the vehicle.
Well, it was originally one of Bob Riley's 98 imported Tommy Mackinnons. It was a daily drive of mine for a couple of years, doing motorsport and driving to work. It didn't worry about safety, so I put a cage in it and then slowly modified it from the gearbox to the drivetrain to rebuilding the motor a couple of times and just upping the power and trying to make the thing handle well. Basically, I do a lot of hill climbing, so I have the car set up for launching and going like a mad rat for a kilometre. So super sprints aren't normally my cup of tea, but I still like to get out there and go lap after lap and have fun.
All right, Phil, thanks a lot for your time, and we wish you all the very best for the rest of the weekend.
You're welcome, thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So now we've caught up with Tristan Catford with one of the most well-presented Mitsubishi Evos here this weekend. Tristan, you're driving the Evo 6 Tommy Mackinnon version, and you're having a pretty good weekend.
We had practice yesterday, and it was a bit trying for us. We've actually just acquired this car, and I haven't driven it, only on and off the trailer. So yesterday it was testing for us. We only got 6 time laps in. We had it was pretty much a shakedown of the car. We had a hot side intercooler pipe blow off, so we fixed that on there and we're monitoring that. And we got a few laps in and recorded some decent times. We worked out where the track went and what kind of gearing we need for this car, and today hopefully we can put it all together and get some good times out of it.
Tell us a little bit more about the car, mate. It's got an absolutely beautiful paint job. It's pretty much immaculate, isn't it?
I had a friend of mine, an associate, Adam Dymek in Adelaide at Eye Candy Detailing. He's presented this car for us. It was a bit of a barn find. It was had a lot of paint contamination on it from Japan. We had him just go over the car, basically decommission it from the stickers that were on it, and gave it a good 48-hour turnaround on it, and the thing's just come up absolutely fantastic now. Most red Tommy Mackinnons, they have the Tommy Mackinnon Mitsubishi stripes on it. We have a set of those ready to put on it. However, when we had the white wheels on it, the Marlboro wing and the subtle white features on the car, with the screaming red paint, it was just seemed like a waste to put the stickers on. Like, it was just perfect as it sat. So that's how we've brought it this weekend, in true Tommy Mackinnon form, and hopefully we can get some good times out of it.
All right, thanks, Tristan. The car looks great, mate. You look in fine form, and go out there and see what you can do.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Caught up with the driver of car number 21, the Power Car Raceway Mitsubishi Evo 7. Lachlan Granger. Lachlan, you're having a pretty good weekend. We're on to day 2 now and starting to get into the serious part of things.
Yeah, not too bad. We had a few issues yesterday, a few minor things that we fixed overnight. And the car went out just then and went quite well. We had a small issue which hopefully we just fixed again, and hoping for a good day today.
Tell us a little bit about the car. It's a nice looking bit of kit, obviously built for Time Attack, but you're here this weekend taking on the Evo Nats.
Yeah, that's right. The car started out as a tarmac rally car. I bought it, already had cage and everything in it, and then it's over the last sort of 5 or 6 years it's been developed to where it is now. It's got a 2.3 stroker, Modern dog box, AP brakes, runs an electronic computer, it's dry sumped, and yeah, it's been built for going quick, and and so far today it's been going quite well.
So what are your hopes for the weekend? You're looking to take this on out, or you got some pretty stiff competition as well?
Yeah, there's a lot of fast cars here today, and a lot of professionally built cars. Yeah, I'm hoping to be out the pointy end. Yeah, if we can be in the top 2 or 3, that'd be fantastic.
All right, good luck, Lachlan.
Thanks very much.
Cheers. So now with Steve Thompson, driver of number 9, appropriately numbered, of course, driving the Mitsubishi Evo 9. Steve, you're one of our top 10 hopefuls, mate. You seem to be having a great weekend.
Yeah. Well, for the first time here, I was pretty chuffed with myself yesterday, actually, with the finding my way around the track and cars performing really well. So, yeah, great time.
Winton Motor Raceway, known as a pretty technical track. It's a hard one that some drivers have a lot of difficulty getting their head around. How are you coping with it?
Well, yesterday I was fortunate enough on about the 3rd session I was out to follow John Boston around, so that I probably got a bit of a leg up there with the lines. But yeah, certainly around the back of the track, there's you take a month of Sundays to get that string of corners right. But this car, it's nice and bottom endy, so it really points and squirts out of there, and it enjoys it. So yeah, I'm having a good time. It's excellent.
Yeah, excellent stuff, and it's great to see the Evo 9. It looks fantastic. Tell us a little bit about the car.
It's a car I bought almost as you see it here. The fellow that sold it to me built it almost as you see it, as I say, and he started to take some of the parts off, as you do with these, because trying to sell one, holeless, bowless, and trying to get your money back is mission impossible. Anyway, so I have dropped a bit of coin on it since I bought it, But it's about the end of it's about as evolved as it's going to get at this stage. I'm happy with it, and don't really plan to spend a lot more money on it. Just keep it running, with the consumables, which are inexpensive enough. Yeah.
All right, Steve. Well, thanks a lot for your time, and we wish you all the very best for the rest of the weekend.
Thank you, and well done to the team, Ross and his team, putting the thing together. It's been a great weekend. Cheers.
So that was Steve Thompson. Keep your eye on him for the rest of the weekend, and we'll be glad to see him in the top 10 later on. So we've caught up with the drivers of the Evo 9 RS here in the background, Denny Traverso and Steve Glennie. Guys, you guys are having a fantastic weekend.
We are. We've done a lot of testing, and we've come here today and obviously started yesterday and just slowly progressing through, trying to work out a few bits and pieces and get the tyres and settings right, and Steve's been really good at assisting with that.
Awesome. So you guys obviously in the top 10 at the moment. How do you think you go in the shootout when it comes this afternoon?
I've never done a shootout. This will be my first, but I'll give it a good crack and try and get at least one good lap in and stay clean and smooth.
Awesome, Steve. Of course, you're very well known for your tarmac rallying, your dirt rallying. Great to see you here at evolution.oz.net Evo Nationals. Are you enjoying yourself?
Absolutely. Look, it's a great concept here. It's seeing all these Evos and out at the racetrack, and the owners enjoying them as the car was intended to be, driven. So it's a great little concept, and great to be here with Danny and driving his little car that's been a project for a few years now, and it's doing some really good times.
Yeah. So obviously driving the same car, is there a bit of a rivalry between you two guys who can get the most out of it?
Oh, I don't think so. No, Danny and I have been working together in both as a co-driver and in tarmac rallies and at the track. So just both trying to improve what we can do.
Yeah, so yourself usually do tarmac rallying as well. Tell us a little bit about that, because it's one of the most dangerous motorsports that you can compete in, isn't it?
Yeah, listen, I started, basically just doing little hill climbs and loving that, and then progressing to track days, but getting into tarmac rallying and having a team where it's a driver and co-driver working together and doing, days in a row, whether it be 2, 3, 7-day events, is just amazing. Like waking up in the morning, putting on a race suit and taking it off every night, and knowing you've got to do it all again the next day. And yes, it is dangerous, but it's obviously, I feel, even from my experience, and I've had some not nice ones, but it's as dangerous as you make it. You apply yourself where you can, and you know your limits, and try and keep it that way, and get the car back on the trailer again at the end of the weekend. Hopefully with some good results.
Yeah, that's right. Now, Steve, you're used to driving point to point. This weekend, of course, you're going around a circle. How much different is that compared to what you're used to doing?
Yeah, look, I guess it's more time attack format really this weekend, which I really enjoy. It's just like qualifying, just 15-minute sessions where you just go as fast as you can and nail that lap on the tyres before they go off. So I really enjoy that challenge. These cars have got great horsepower and are really great fun to drive. So it's a good concept. I enjoy it.
All right, guys. Well, we wish you all the very best for the rest of the weekend, and hope you guys can bring home a result.
That's the aim. We'll see how we go.
Thanks, guys.